Hey guys, welcome to another video here on Moocharoo. Now today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin. This is a Bitcoin price prediction, just where I see it going by 2025. So we're just talking in the next 5 to 6 years, and also what will happen if Trump comes out and actually does what he said he was going to do, which is ban Bitcoin in America. So not all cryptos, just Bitcoin, and what sort of effect that is likely to have on all of that stuff. So anyway, before we get into that, in the last video I was talking about how to turn 1,000 into actually like $8 million just over a year or so using our crypto trading signals, and we launched those last week, and I just want to take a minute just to show you how those are getting on. And if you do just want to jump straight ahead to the Bitcoin stuff, feel free, you can do that. But if you also want to know about the crypto signals, check this out. If you've never been here before, all you need to do is head over to moocharoo.ninja, hit login or register, obviously create an account if you need to. Otherwise, if you're Boris, you can just sign straight on in here. You'll come to a page like this, where it's asking to upgrade to a Master Ninja. But this is just a normal standard account, and you can see here, trading signals. Just click on that, and you'll come along to this page here. This is the free trading signals which we offer, and everything's looking pretty good. So you've got swing trader or day trader. If you want to know a little bit more about how these work, you can go take a look at last week's video if you've not seen that already. Basically what I'm looking at right now is the swing trading ROIs. So this is a tracking system which has been set up ever since the 4th of September when we released these. So like I said, these haven't been out that long, just 14 days right now. And here's the day trading signals. So what I wanted to know is if it's worthwhile day trading, or if you're better off just doing the swing trading. If you're anything like me, then you probably won't have time for day trading. It's pretty intense having to check in just even once an hour through the day. It does take an awful lot of time. I've got a lot of stuff going on in the day. I much prefer swing trading. It just takes 1 hour per day. And anyway, what is the best? What should you be doing, swing trading or day trading? Well, here all I did was I took all of the profits here, 17.6 for 15.6. I might need to update some of these. Okay, well, I think this is pretty conclusive. So it does show that swing trading does outperform day trading. And I would suggest, the reason why I personally prefer swing trading, not just because I'm lazy and I only like to check the signals once per day, but because you have these long downward trends, little upwards trends, long downwards, long upwards, long downwards, and each one of these candles represents one day. So just imagine that rather than selling off here and buying back down here, you're trying to trade every single day inside one of these candles, You're just basically wasting your time. You'd be much better off and probably make a lot more money, I think, just as these trading signals suggest. Just selling off here, like buying down here and then selling off once you get maybe to here and you start turning red and coming back down. Surely that is just a better way to go. Also, last week over on Instagram, I posted this little video here just saying how much can you make in 8 weeks. So I was starting an 8-week Bitcoin trading challenge, and I was taking note of my account balance at the time. Now here you'll see me, I'm using OKX. Now don't think that I'm saying that OKX is the best exchange. It's just basically the exchange that I do not use for anything else whatsoever. So this is what I was starting with. That was my starting balance. And I didn't take a screenshot of every single day. But as we went through, there it is. That's what we're on right now. So started off with 115 and ended up with 1, 2, 3, 7, whatever it is. So as you can see there. And once I get to the end of the 8 weeks, I will be showing a full amount, well, sort of a full, obviously I've missed a few days, and then updating it on my Instagram with another video to show you just how much I've made through those 8 weeks. So I hope you can see there those crypto signal trading signals are doing pretty good. Now I'm not going to be here next week, and we've also got the advanced trading signals coming out. So if you are a Master Ninja, you will be getting to see those. Now, since I'm going away, as I just said, I do want to get something out by the end of this week. We have run into a few little glitches here and there, and it's kind of sent us back, as is always the case with this development stuff. But we do really want to get something out by the end of this week so I can release a video and let you guys know how to use it. But it might just be limited to Bitcoin, or just have some sort of limited functionality, because it does take some time when we're testing these things with real-time data, because we have to wait for trades to actually the signals to signal, and then we can see if those signals should have signaled at that time. I hope that makes sense. But anyway, let's get on with the main topic of this video, which is Bitcoin, and where is it going to be in 2025? Earlier this year, I did do a video on Bitcoin and a prediction for the future, and I was looking at a few charts like this showing a curve over the Bitcoin halving dates. Now, I couldn't find that exact same chart again, but this pretty much shows it. So on all the curved charts showing the basically this 2011, maybe a year afterwards, you normally get the peak of the bull market. Same here, so we had the halving, and then about a year after we had the peak. Recently, 2017, well, the halving was in 2016, and then by the time of the end of the 2017 we had the peak. And the next one, 2020, probably, I can't remember when it is, around sort of March to May time. That's when you're going to have the halving, and then probably in 2021 will be the next peak of the bull market. Now, this chart here does suggest that it has the 140,000 top. However, I would disagree, because all the other charts I've shown showing this very curved line of all the bulls, and it does take you to about 80,000. And to back that up, we have a few of these news articles, starting out here with Trump. He says that he may ban Bitcoin when it reaches 100,000. And if you go down, basically what happened was there was a Twitter debate amongst this guy called Tom Lee and Donald Trump, and a bit going back and forth there. I'm not going to go all into it. You can just read this article. I'll leave a link for it down below. Basically, Trump is saying that if Bitcoin was to reach 100,000, then he may ban it. And if you have a look at this article here from Forbes, so this is Trump executive order banning cryptocurrency, and this is all about not Bitcoin, but it's actually about the Venezuelan currency. So here it says Donald Trump last year banned US citizens from US citizen permanent residents and organizations, so that's pretty much just everything out there in the US, from buying, holding, trading, or spending Petro, the cryptocurrency created by Venezuelan government and purportedly backed by the nation's vast oil reserves. So banning Bitcoin is not going to be outside the scope of the sort of thing that the US government is likely to do. Of course, they also banned gold ownership just a few years ago. So yeah, they're certainly not shy when it comes to banning ownership of assets. And if we go here, what have we got here? So this is Bitcoin's 2024 halving could dethrone dollar in terms of market cap. And what these guys are saying, so this is a guy called Plan B, and he's suggesting that he believes the market capitalization of Bitcoin would reside somewhere around 1 to 2 trillion US dollars. And if we just have a look at that and what that would be, so let's call it 1.5 trillion. Here we go, this is Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has a circulating supply, let's call it 18 million. So if we divide that by 18 million, we have got $83,000 Bitcoin. So as I said back here, most of these is coming in around the sort of 80,000 mark rather than 140,000. So I would imagine that in somewhere 2021 to 2022, we're going to see Bitcoin get up there to $80,000. And pushing forward even further to 2025, what plan B is saying, that the market cap of Bitcoin during this time would surpass the market cap of the US dollar. So he added, this plan B guy estimated the market cap of Bitcoin to be around 10 to 20 trillion dollars. But that valuation could certainly be in line with the whole trend line over here, and have a look to see just how much that would actually be. So if we go back a little bit and think he was saying 10 to 20 trillion, so if we're going to say 15 trillion, so that's 15 million, billion and a trillion, and then we're going to divide that by, now I'm not sure exactly what the circulating supply of Bitcoin would be at that point. We could work it out, but I really can't be bothered, so we're just going to say it's going to be 19 million. So we'll divide that there by 19 million, and that should give Bitcoin a price of about $800,000. And a couple of important points that you might want to consider there is, firstly, you've got Donald Trump. So if Donald Trump was to ban Bitcoin, would that actually really be a bad thing? Now, I don't believe that it would, and I really do hope that Donald Trump, if you're watching, please ban Bitcoin in America. Please do, really. And the reason why I say that is not because I hate Bitcoin, but because I actually like the whole cryptocurrency asset. And I don't like to see the whole thing get centralized into Bitcoin. I think right now we was up at, what was it, 73% Bitcoin dominance? I mean, here we are on YouTube, and you can just type in Rothschilds and come up with a whole ton of videos all about how these guys own all the central banks in the world and they're evil and blah, 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 blah. Now, just imagine that Bitcoin was to go to $100,000. It was going to become the world sort of financial superpower that there is. That means that those handful of Bitcoin developers basically hold the whole world financial system in the palms of their hands. Now, I don't know about you, but I just don't see that being a very good thing. I would like to see more sort of decentralization of cryptocurrencies and have people spread out into much more different assets rather than everybody just hoarding Bitcoin alone. I don't think it's good for crypto, and I do believe that there's much better blockchains out there. Obviously, Bitcoin is very, very slow. It does have its problems. Yes, there's the Lightning Network, but I think there's other blockchains and other technology which can do it better, or at least as good as Bitcoin. Now then, the second point that I have, and also the most interesting, is if Bitcoin, and it's pretty likely that it's going to do this, is going to go to the sort of $700,000, $800,000 point by at least 2025 for sure. I say for sure, but it does look pretty likely. Then where are the altcoins going to go? Now, I would suggest that at first that 100,000 cap probably is going to be 80,000, because I should imagine as it goes from like 10 to 80,000 in the just a few months, as cryptocurrencies do, Trump will send out a little reminder that he's going to ban Bitcoin at 100,000, and the price will begin to fall again. So I should imagine that would be a very good reason why you would see the market naturally fall at around 80,000 and not actually reach 100,000. And that would also fall in line with that nice curved line of all the tops. This is just how things seem to work for some reason. And during that point, that means that people are not going to take their Bitcoin, exchange it for US dollars. Why would they do that? They're more likely to just take their Bitcoin and exchange it into Litecoin, XRP, Monero, whatever they like, okay? So the money is still going to be in crypto, it's just not going to be in Bitcoin. And as Bitcoin goes up to that 2024 halving and then into 2025 in the bull market, and it gets to maybe 800,000, where are the rest of the altcoins going to go? And where is your money best put? In Bitcoin, where if you had 10,000 right now, you might make like 100,000 or near a million, right? But if you had like Litecoin or Monero or something like that, then you might actually make considerably more cash. So yeah, I do kind of like have a little bit of Bitcoin. I do obviously like trading. I don't think Bitcoin is all there is, so I do like to sort of diversify a little bit. And I don't know, just let me know in the comments down below where you see Bitcoin going and what you think is a better investment than Bitcoin. And if you think there's a currency out there which could actually be a one world currency, then I'd certainly like to hear about it. Or if you think there's something which is new and upcoming which could sort of dethrone Bitcoin, again, I'd love to hear about it. That'd be awesome. So yeah, that's it for now. That's it for this week. Next week, as I say, I will be away, but we will be looking to get them crypto signals out for you by the end of this week. That's it for now. Chat to you again soon.